Hi, students. This is Mrs. Grostefan, instructional coach at Logansport High School. And I believe some teachers are having trouble seeing your PDF work in math. And I'm in my teacher account right now, and I've just uploaded 2 PDF worksheets. And if I go to my student account, which looks very similar, you can see there are those worksheets. So if your teachers upload a worksheet, one thing you could do is go ahead and click on the worksheet. And I think generally it's going to bring you to this window and ask you, where do you want to save it? And I'm going to go ahead and put it in my downloads, and I'll just hit save on this one. Each of these are a little bit different, so I'll go ahead and save this one. And now I know that I have them in my documents. So normally we would just double click on these documents, but I want you to try something different. And what I'd like you to do is just go up into your Google search bar, Omnibox, and type KAMI and just hit enter. The first one that shows up should be Kami app. And I know some of you have used this in Google Drive, but I heard there were some issues with it making triple copies. And so we're just not going to worry about that. We're going to try it a little bit different. If you don't know whether you have a Kami account or not, then you could go to create an account, and I'd like you to use your @loganberries.net account to do that. Now, I have already made an account and I'm signed in. You can see I've used my @LCSC, so it should be pretty easy. It might ask you for permission to your Google Drive, and it's perfectly fine to allow that. And so let's say that you make your account, but you're logged in. Don't go to anything from Drive, just open from computer. Then it's going to bring up your options for what things you want. So I'm going to pick on one of those worksheets that you saw me download a minute ago. And now it's just basically going to open in Kami. You can see I've been messing around with this. Don't worry about my math. This is all just about the tools. So if you have some algebra problems that you need to work out, and it's going to be pretty easy to just maybe draw your answer, you could go over to the left and you see all these different tools, and one of them is drawing. And I wouldn't worry about getting something really thick. It is going to show up. This is that 1-point weight on that line. And I think you should pick a different color other than black. So you can see I've picked blue, and you can see that there are more colors, but please don't pick something light that your teacher's not going to be able to see. So I'm just going to go with that blue and hit save. So we're going to go down here to this problem. Don't worry about the algebra right now. I'm just going to start writing numbers just to see what they look like. Let's see here. I'll just do an 8. So that's just drawing that. If you think you could figure out a way to use the text box, if you click over on the left text box and then you click in there, it's going to be real small, but you can just drag and resize. And now we can type an answer in here. And again, whoops, you can mess with your font size and your color. So let's see what I've got set up here. That seems pretty readable. So again, I'm not here to teach algebra or to show off my algebra skills. I'm just trying to show how you can use Kami. If you know that that's wrong, then you can go in and pick your eraser. And in fact, pretty sure I didn't get anything right except maybe number 1 on this whole page. So I've got my eraser going there and everything's good. So let's say I'm ready to turn this in. Pretend it's a wonderful algebra paper. Basically, just use your download option. Don't worry about all of these other ones. Just go to download it. And we want from our computer with annotations. You can rename it here. I would just get rid of Kami export and leave it. And then I'm going to pick annotated pages and I'm going to export it. So it's basically just going to put it back in my downloads. And this time I could call it this assignment plus HW for homework. That way I know that I've done my homework and I'm ready to turn it in. I'm going to hit save. It's just putting it in my downloads. So if I go back to Schoology and I go to that assignment. So you can see I've been practicing this. I'll go to resubmit assignment, let that open, grab my file, remember what I called it, just the HW for homework, and I'll click open, and then I will hit submit. So we'll just let that load there for a second. So now I'm in my teacher account, and I can click on CJ Zrostefan's work and just give it a second. So just pretend this is your algebra teacher and they want to see all your work. Some of your teachers have told me when they scroll down on the page, the answers don't stay by the problems, maybe in the other way that you're saving PDFs. But so I thought we'd give this a try. You can see when I move, the answers stay with the problems, which is good. So I'm hoping that you will give Kami a try, and hopefully it makes everyone's life just a little bit easier. If you have any questions about Schoology or Kami or Google Drive, you can email me at grostefanc@lcsc.k12.in.us. And you can find me on the LHS staff page. I'm going to show you that really quickly. So you can see I'm at the LHS website. And if I go to Explore and then I click Staff, this is also just an easy way to see some information if you need to contact your teachers. So you can see everybody starts to show up, and you get phone numbers and you get emails. So if you're not quite sure what someone's email is and you do want to just double check, you can go down here and you can say like, oh, wait, I think I know what that teacher looks like. You can kind of check. Most of us do have our picture here. So I'll just scroll down here and then you can see, I just took my school picture. So I am happy to help you with technology questions, technology troubleshooting. Don't hesitate to reach out. I love solving technology problems. Have a good day.